What is going on, everybody? It's Go-Karts, Mini Bikes, and more. And as you can see, this isn't my Predator for my Azusa mini bike. This is actually a Homelight 196cc engine because my brother bought a mini bike. This is a Baja Heat. He paid $60 for it. And in my personal opinion, he overpaid a little bit. That's mainly just because the engine is garbage, to say the least. But the frame is in pretty decent condition. We're just gonna hook up a handbrake from a bike as a throttle and just kind of throw this together just as sort of like a beater bike. As you can see, the motor plate the welds are broken from the front end back. It's still on there though, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. As you can see, the engine was basically complete, but it's like I said, it's trash. The throttle isn't even hooked up. The choke doesn't work. The governor was removed, I believe, and just tossed together. It didn't have an air box. The spark plug wire, as you can see, is electrical taped, and the whole thing is covered in oil. And come to find out, the gasket is gasket maker and there's no oil inside. So my theory is the gasket maker gave out and shot oil everywhere. Now this is my favorite part. There was mix match bolts throughout this whole engine and throughout the whole bike, and they were all less than hand tightened. But here's what is really funny to me. The valve cover is held on with gasket maker and two Phillips head screws that don't even fit in there, as you can see. So this engine is basically ready for the dumpster. I'm gonna take off as many parts as I can that might be useful, like the gas tank, because the Predator 212 gas tank is a lot taller than that one. So we might switch out the gas tanks. I believe he's gonna get a Predator today, so we should have this running by the middle of this week, and I'll do a video on that once we do. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update on on my brother's new mini bike and the turd of an engine that came on it. It's absolutely terrible. The whole thing's covered in oil and it's awful. Right now what I'm gonna do is drain the gas out of the gas tank, because I put some in to try and run it, but it wouldn't work. And come to find out, because the ground bolt was loose, so the kill switch on the handlebars were the only way to start it, and I found out that the ground bolt was loose, so we weren't able to start it. But I think even if we did, it would go wide open anyway, so I didn't really want to take the chance. But yeah, this engine is a piece. It's absolutely terrible. I don't know who engineered this, but they are a big genius. Like I said, the Phillips head screws that are probably epoxied in there or something. Yep, they're just epoxied all the way back to the heat shield. It's awful. That's just really to even say the least. So I'm gonna drain the gas out of this, and then I'll turn the camera back on once the gas is drained. Now this paint roller thing probably isn't the best thing to be draining gas into, but I mean, it has pretty high walls. I wanted to find a container of some sort, but I just couldn't, so this will have to do. And I'll just hope I don't spill gas everywhere. So we'll see how this works. Okay guys, so what I decided to do is just bust off the fuel line, because the drain bolt is taking too long. This is going a lot faster. My gloves are covered in gas, and I'm touching my phone. So it's draining pretty quickly, so it should be done in no time. Okay guys, so I got the gas tank off, and I would highly recommend to drain the gas and take a gas tank off outside, because it's an extremely stinky process. My whole work area is stunk up with gas. Gas got everywhere. That's mainly my carelessness, and that's also because it was just getting on the towel that it was on and everything. I have the door open with the big garage door open just to help it vent out a bit. It might take a little bit longer than I was hoping, but it'll air out eventually. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the side cover bolts off, just because I let curiosity get the best of me, and I want to see if this governor has been removed. And my guess is it has been, because why else would the side cover be leaking oil unless it was taken off? That's just a guess. That's just my theory, and I don't care about this engine, so I'm just throwing all the bolts out and stuff because I don't need them. So I'm gonna pause the camera, and I'll turn it back on once I have this side cover off. Okay guys, so I got the side cover off to reveal there's a watery mess in there. Looks mainly to be water, some partially oil. Pretty sure the governor is removed. I have an oil pan right here. I'm gonna drain this sludge out, and I'll see. Okay guys, so my suspicion is confirmed. The governor is removed. Whoever did this clearly didn't know what they were doing. They hooked the spring up to have the governor arm push forward instead of pull back, which is not how it's supposed to be done. This engine needs to be retired. Clearly had a rough life. So what I'm going to do is, I guess I'm going to start pulling pieces out, just because I like having engine pieces. I like making sculptures and stuff. So we're going to pull this out, and then I'll talk more about the mini bike itself. Alright guys, so after wrenching on this for some time, I decided just to leave it right here just for a little bit, mainly because I want to try and get the piston out, because I want the piston, so I'm just going to leave it here until I could get some help taking the piston out. But in the meantime, my engine is back where it was. Made a mess of oil and gas, and it was just a mess. But anyway, here's the parts for the Baja that came on the turd engine. The muffler, which wasn't even bolted on, and the jack shaft, and it came with a clutch. Again, everything is covered in oil. I don't know if the clutch is good or not. But here's the bike. It's red, white, and blue, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, the mounting plate is just about rotted, but I think it'll hold because it's held this long. It's pretty comfortable, actually. Pegs are broken, so they slant down a bit, but I mean, they're still usable. Brakes kind of suck. They don't work at all, as you can see. Maybe they just need adjusting or something. That's my hope. I don't know. I have to kind of do a whole look over on this bike, because I don't know what works and what doesn't, what can be fixed and what needs replacing. But let me know if you guys want to see a review on this. I think some of you would enjoy that. But let me know. So that basically concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Garage Amino at Go Karts, Mini Bikes, and More. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.